Hi. Yeah. How late was I? Sorry. Good morning. How you doing? Dogs. You know how I can deal with them. Uh, good morning. How you doing? It's a Monday. I think it's a Monday for most everybody on the planet. Yeah, if I get it right. So, how you doing this Monday morning? Hopefully, it's not a Monday for you. Besides the puppies, I have to go check on the other one that's outside still. But hey, how's it going? Yeah, you can see how prepared I am this morning. How you doing? Good morning. Welcome to the channel. My name's Brian. As you can see, I think it's down there now. I don't know. My name's Brian. I'm a poet. How y'all doing? Let's see who's here. Welcome to the channel. All right. Good morning, Indigo and Joe Bananas. How your afternoon doing? And Millie the Dandelion. How you doing, my dear? Oh yeah, here. Let's do that there. And Viola. Powerlies, how's it going, my friend? How's it going? How y'all doing this morning or evening, afternoon? It just depends on where in the relativity you are spinning at this morning or in. Again, it's all relative, but enough with the quantum physics jokes. Yeah, pretty much. What are we doing here? Okay. The title of this show is Classic Poetry with a Twist. Okay. Specifically, we're going to do the poets of the Harlem Renaissance in celebration of Black History Month. So, classic poetry is anything old, good, public domain, fair use, all that stuff. The twist. What's the twist? The veritable twist is I take a said poem, I plug it into Suno's music AI generator thingy. It spits out 2 tracks, and we listen to them, enjoy them, react to them together. It's a true digital box of chocolates, and it won't put on any and it's calorie free. And good for the soul. Don't you know? So, what are we doing here today? Need to get this going so I can go check out on my puppy. But here, we'll share screen and we'll see here what we got here. Not that one, not that one, not that one. Oh, cancel. I got to bring it up over here. Yes, there is a process to this that I'm still getting, Share the old screeny there. Go to the window. Here it is. All right. All right. Today we have, and all of these links that I'm showing you are in the description if you want to read along. Today, it's brought to you by Google search poets/Harlem Renaissance. And since the last one we did by Langston Hughes, 50/50, was just so freaking awesome, and it had the same character, Big Boy, in it, I decided to do Catch. Then, Claude McKay has a sonnet about America. And rounding out the dudes in this particular one is Countee Cullen, who we've also done before on this channel, From the Dark Tower. And this one is to Charles S. Johnson. Hey, Maya, how you doing? All right, then for the second half of the show, we're bringing in ladies. Can't forget the ladies now, can we, on here? And the first one is Georgia Douglas Johnson and her poem Smothered Fires. Smothered Fires. I almost said fries. It's too early in the morning. And then If I Had Known. Yeah, If I Had Known. That's a good one there. If I Had Known by Alice Moore Dunbar-Nelson. And rounding out today's show, Ann Spencer's The White. So what do y'all think? Are y'all as looking forward to this as I am? I hope y'all are. Because I am. Let me remove that. Get this first one going, and I'm going to go check on my puppy. Let's see here. Not that one. Get the proper folder here. There it is. Let me get this all sorted out properly. All right. Very first one is Catch by Langston Hughes. Version 1. Here we go.
carrying a mermaid on his shoulders, and the mermaid had her tail curved beneath his arm. Being a fisher boy, he found a fish to carry, half fish, half gold to marry.
Now that was interesting now, wasn't it? All right, here. In the description, I have all the links to the poems I'm using today, so you can click on them and follow along. But yes, that was fish carrying a mermaid, half fish and half girl to marry, Irish. Yeah. Oh, wow. What a way to start the show, huh? Oh, yep. What a way to start the show. Let's just go ahead and see what the second version of this has. And this one's not 4 minutes long. This one's only 2 minutes and 32 seconds long. So maybe it's a little different.
Big boy came carrying a mermaid on his shoulders, and the mermaid had her tail curved beneath his arm. Being a fisher boy, he'd found a fish to carry, half fish, half girl to marry.
Yeah, big boy carrying a mermaid. Now that was an interesting way to start the show. So yeah. Oh yeah, let me remind you here. Still got to get used to this configuration here. Please like and subscribe if you like what I'm doing here. Yeah, I got a few subscribers and then YouTube took them away. There's no rhyme nor reason to it. But hey, the point is to have fun. And here's Claude McKay's America.
Although she feeds me bread of bitterness and sinks into my throat her tiger's tooth, stealing my breath of life, I will confess I love this cultured hell that tests my youth. Her vigor flows like tides into my blood, giving me strength erect against her hate. Her bigness sweeps my being like a flood. Yet as a rebel fronts a king in state, I stand within her walls with not a shred of terror, malice, not a word of cheer. Darkly I gaze into the days ahead and see her might and granite wonders there, beneath the touch of time's unerring hand, like priceless treasures sinking in the sand. shred of terror, malice, not a word of cheer. Darkly I gaze into the days ahead and see her might and granite wonders there, beneath the touch of time's unerring hand, like priceless treasures sinking in the sand.
That was interesting and kind of timely too, you know. Let's see what version 2 has in store for us. I just gotta hit the right freaking buttons. It got to hit the right buttons before it gets think. Can't even talk. Here we go.
She feeds me bread of bitterness and sinks into my throat her tiger's tooth. Stealing my breath of life, I will confess. I love this cultured hell that tests my youth. Her vigor flows like tides into my blood, giving me strength erect against her hate. Her bigness sweeps my being like a flood. Yet as a rebel fronts a king in state, I stand within her walls with not a shred of terror, malice, not a word of cheer. Darkly I gaze into the days ahead and see her might and granted wonders there, beneath the touch of time's unerring hand, like priceless treasure sinking in the sand, like priceless treasure sinking in the sand. Into my throat her tiger's tooth. Stealing my breath of life, I will confess. Unless I love this cultured hell that tests my youth. Her vigor flows like tides into my blood, giving me strength erect against her hate. Her bigness sweeps my being like a flood. As a rebel fronts a king in state, I stand within her walls with not a shred of terror, malice, not a word of cheer. Darkly I gaze into the days ahead and see her might and granted wonders there, beneath the touch of time's unerring hand, like priceless treasure sinking in the sand. I stand within her walls with not a shred of terror, malice, not a word of cheer. Darkly I gaze into the days ahead and see her might and granted wonders there, beneath the touch of time's unerring hand, like priceless treasure sinking in the sand. Touch of time's unerring hand, like priceless treasure sinking in the sand.
Yeah, I like number 2 on that one. Yeah, it was pretty good. So, interesting. Like I said, it's that digital box of chocolates. And this one doesn't give you extra calories.
We shall not always plant while others reap the golden increment of bursting fruit. Not always countenance object and mute, that lesser men should hold their brothers cheap. Not everlastingly while others sleep shall we beguile their limbs with mellow flute. Not always bend to some more subtle brute. We were not made eternally to weep. The night whose sable breast relieves the stark white stars is no less lovely being dark. And there are buds that cannot bloom at all in light but crumple, piteous and fall. So in the dark we hide the heart that bleeds, and wait and tend our agonizing seeds. The night whose sable breast relieves the stars, white stars is no less lovely being dark. And there are buds that cannot bloom at all in light but crumble, piteous and fall. So in the dark we hide the heart that bleeds, and tend our agonizing seeds.
That definitely wasn't a stinker. I liked it. Kind of seemed to fit the poem too. So, which, by the way, here, no, right there. Let's see here. Let's compare it to track 2 of From the Dark Tower by Countee, Cullen. Yes, Phil. It's okay.
We shall not always plant while others reap the golden increment of bursting fruit. Not always countenance object and mute, that lesser men should hold their brothers cheap. Not everlastingly while others sleep shall we beguile their limbs with mellow flute. Not always bend to some more subtle brute. We were not made eternally to weep. The night whose sable breast relieves the stark white stars
So what did y'all think of the first half of the show? Yeah, definitely one was the better one of those two tracks, but I like both of them. Let's get back to the chat here. How's it going, Fat Grammy? How's it going, Mona? And Ganja Girl to... I guess this is as good as time to any to tell you how we do it on here. I get a classic poem, and, you know, in that case, this one by Countee Cullen. And when I put it into Suno, I basically let it decide. The only criteria I give it is avant-garde. That's it. Most of the what, and that's part of the fun, you know. It's definitely preferred one. If you want to, most of the time I'm here just for the fun. All right, so I will do what I guess I'm supposed to. Just to remind you, like and subscribe on the way in or the way out. Tickle notification bells and all that stuff, because you know how YouTube is. Yeah. So, and everything we do here is under the Fair Use Act of 1976. And I think most things are in public domain. So, yeah. So it's part of the fun. We have endless variety. And it's the beauty of it with having it decide is you can come back later to something and get two totally different songs. All right, so we're going to start the second half of the show with the ladies. This particular one called Smothered Fires by Georgia Douglas Johnson. That was pretty cool. What'd you think? I liked it. How's it going, T? Thank you for joining us. How you doing this evening? Yes, it's evening where you're at. All right, let's see what number 2 version, the second one of this one has in store for us, because the first one was pretty good. Georgia Douglas Johnson's Smothered Fires, version 2.
Covered through the years with ashes, she hid it deep and smothered it with tears. Sometimes a baleful light would rise from out the dusky bed, and then the woman hushed it quick to slumber on as dead. At last the weary war was done, the tapers were alight, and with a sigh of victory, she breathed a soft good night.
Well, that was interesting now, wasn't it? Yeah, 2 was better. But I liked 1 too. I have to agree with you, Guns Girl. Number 1 was good too. Let's see here. Where? Yes, I agree. Number 1, but number 2, yes, number 2 definitely. That one definitely was more dynamic. All right, so wow, what a way to start the second half of the show. The only thing we can do from there is just soldier on with If I Had Known by Alice Moore Dunbar-Nelson. Version 1.
If I had known 2 years ago how drear this life should be, and crowd upon itself all strangely sad, mayhap another song would burst from out my lips, overflowing with the happiness of future hopes. Mayhap another throb than that of joy have stirred my soul into its inmost depths. If I had known, if I had known 2 years ago the impotence of love, the vainness of a kiss, how barren a caress, mayhap my soul to higher things have soared, nor clung to earthly loves and tender dreams, but ever up aloft into the blue empyrean, and there to master all the world of mine. If I had known, if I had known 2 years ago the impotence of love, the vainness of a kiss, how barren a caress, mayhap my soul to higher things have soared, nor clung to earthly loves and tender dreams, but ever up aloft into the blue empyrean, and there to master all the world of mine. If I had known, if I had known 2 years ago the impotence of love, the vainness of a kiss, how barren a caress, mayhap my soul to higher things have soared, nor clung to earthly loves and tender dreams, but ever up aloft into the blue, and there to master all the world of the world of mine. If I had known.
Yes, that was definitely interesting. Full of definitely regret. Very, yes, I do like the poem. The poem is very good. And if you want to actually read along in the description, you can click on the links and it takes you to each of the poems that I've used. That one's the 6th link down because the first link is to the wider Google search. But yes. Mean the West Side Story? Yeah, definitely. That was not too bad. Definitely full of regret. Yes, I liked it. It was nice. See, that's what I like about, again, that's the fun. We never know what the heck we're going to get. And most of the time, they're not stinkers. So we can forgive the occasional one. Because you got to know the good or the bad to know the good now, don't you? Well, let's see what the next one has in store for us.
If I had known 2 years ago how drear this life should be, and crowd upon itself all strangely sad, mayhap another song would burst from out my lips, over
overflowing with the happiness of future hopes. Mayhap another throb than that of joy have stirred my soul into its inmost depths. If I had known, if I had known 2 years ago the impotence of love, the vainness of a kiss, how barren a caress, mayhap my soul to higher things have soared, nor clung to earthly loves and tender dreams. But ever up aloft into the blue empyrean, and there to master all the world of mine. If I had known, if I had known 2 years ago the impotence of love, the vainness of a kiss, how barren a caress, mayhap my soul to higher things have soared, nor clung to earthly loves and tender dreams. But ever up aloft into the blue empyrean, and there to master all the world of mind of mine. If I had known. If I had known 2 years ago how drear this life should be, and crowd upon itself all strangely sad, mayhap another song would burst from out my lips, overflowing with the happiness of future hopes. Mayhap another throb. If I had known.
Yeah, another one got cut off there. But you Countee girl, I know exactly what you mean. See, and that's the beauty, because you can go back and plug it in again and get 2 totally different tracks. So the content, the variety is basically endless. You know? So I can come back to that one at a later date, and we can see what Suno spits out. Yes, definitely something Disney-ish, Broadway-ish, about regret. If I had known. Oh, yeah, if I had known. That's gone through my brain a lot. If I had known. Well, the only way you're going to know is to find out now, isn't it? Here we go.
Maker of 7 in the scheme of things, from earth to star. Thy cycle holds whatever is fate, and over the border, the bar. Though red can feel foreigner, sailing the 7 seas. He prays as he holds his glass to his eyes, coaxing the Pleiades. I cannot love them, and I feel you're glad, chiding from the grave, that my all was only worth at all what joy to you it gave. These 7 leagues the law compelled for the human chain. I cannot love them, and you, oh, 7 full months in Flanders slave. Oh, a jungle there, a cave here, bred 6 and a million years. Sure and strong, made for mate, such love as culture fears. Oh, I gave you clear the oil and wine. You saved me your hub and heart. See how even life may be ere the sickle comes and leaves a sword. But I can wait the 7 of moons or years I spare, hoarding the heart's plenty, nor spend a drop nor share. So long but outlives a smile and a silken gown. Then gaily I reach up from my shroud, and you, glory-clad, reach down.
Hey, Miss Chicago Jane, how's it going? Thank you for stopping by. There we go. See, I don't know. I don't know if I heard. I have to go back and listen. And see, I have another beauty of this thing is I've gone through and done the 2 couple tracks, and I would go back and I'd kind of direct it like a few times. I've done that too. It's just wonderful, the endless variety we can have. Yeah. Yes, and sometimes if you do too many of one track on Suno, it gets kind of weird. So what do y'all think of the show today? Yeah, it's just kind of off kilter, but I'm off kilter. What can you say? So please, on your way in or your way out, make sure the like button is clicked and that you're subscribed, because when you get us, YouTube seems to take us away. There is no rhyme, no reason to it. No. So let's go ahead here. And go ahead and hear the second version of that poem called The Wife Woman. See, I'm not on my game this morning. It's a Monday. Yes, it is a Monday, by Ann Spencer. Here we go.
of sevens in the scheme of things, from earth to star. Thy cycle holds whatever is fate, and over the border the bar. Though rank and fierce the mariner, sailing the seven seas, he prays as he holds his glass to his eyes, coaxing the Pleiades. I cannot love them, and I feel you're glad, chiding from the grave, that my all was only worth at all. What joy to you it gave, these seven links the law compelled, for the human chain. I cannot love them, and you, oh, sevenfold months in Flanders slain. A jungle there, a cave here bred 6 and 1,000,000 years. Sure and strong mate for mate, such love as culture fears. I gave you clear the oil and wine, you saved me your hub and heart. See how even life may be ere the sickle comes and leaves us one. But I can wait the 7 of moons, or years I spare, hoarding the heart's plenty, nor spend a drop, nor share. So long but outlives a smile and a silken gown. Then gaily I reach up from my shroud, and you, glory clad, reach down. But I can wait the
That was actually quite lovely. Yes, 2 was slow. It was different. I like the flow of 1 better. Yes, the 2 vocals on 2 were really good, though. Yes. I'm glad you liked the tunes this morning, Mona. Yes, and safe travels, Adrian. Thanks for listening. So what did y'all think of the morning show? That's what I like about it. True digital box of chocolates, because we know not what we're going to get. And that's part of the fun. That's part of the fun. And don't worry. Oh, yeah. You're good, Mona. You're good. Yes, I always enjoy this. The hour is usually over way too quickly. And considering how up and down life has been lately, I'm glad I got these little moments a little bit of time to share with you guys on this journey we're on. Hey, Sophia, how you doing this morning, my German friend? And I'm glad you liked the show today. Yeah, a lot of melodic music this morning, a lot of rocking stuff, a lot of interesting stuff. Everything from freaking rip off your face death metal to whatever that last one was. Broadway. Who knows? Well, my friends, it's time. Another one has come to a close, and Phil's whining like he has to go pee-pee. So, no, thank you, Kirby's mom, for stopping along and spending a little bit of your time with me on this journey we're on. And I always appreciate it. Remember to hit the like, subscribe, and all that stuff. And tomorrow, yes, today is Monday, but most of the time for me, days of the week only matter with doctor's appointments and banks. Yes, and it didn't suck. Had a couple, mostly no stinkers. And thank you for dropping by. I appreciate every single one of you guys. It's truth. Because, got to have a little fun during the day now, don't we? Even if just for a little while. Would mean no work. Hey. It's definitely. All right, I'm going to shut up now because I don't know what to say anymore. So I'll see y'all in the next one. I definitely see y'all around in the chats. Although today is going to be a busy day this afternoon. Got stuff to do. And as usual, I appreciate y'all. Thank you for being here with me. And thank you for sticking around to the end. And I'll see you tomorrow with 6 new poets, 12 new tracks. Hey, if you're here for a little bit or here for a long while, I'm just glad you showed up.